Round one. Fight!
Hey guys, and welcome back to Deus Ex, the final chapter, Panchaea. We just found Megan. She wasn't in danger at all. We could have left her there. She probably could have been fine for another couple of weeks, months maybe. She was just in like the fanciest room with the fanciest 75-inch flat screen 4K. She had everything, and I just walked in for her. But she had everything in that room. They basically treated her like she was royalty in there. And now we are on Panchaea. And we have to break into this meeting. So this should be the final chapter from my extensive hours of research that I spent figuring out that this is... I just did a Google search and this is the final chapter. But I didn't spoil the story or anything, I don't know. Even though I played this like many years ago on the 360. They've tested me on this before, I think. Okay. Oh. Okay. Cool. We need metal boxes for that, I guess. Does this work? Oh wait, you can just walk along. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we use the crates to blow the... can I just get to blow the mines in advance? Okay, that would have worked if I knew about the mine, but they want us... So how come these boxes aren't broken? What? What's the logic behind? What's the logic behind this? Are these metal? These ones metal. These ones must be metal, right? I see you. How do we switch weapons? So how do we actually get over there? Am I immune to electricity? Oh, we need a high that skill. I didn't know I had this ability to just walk in electricity. Since when? Dead people. Dead people, dead people, dead people, dead people. They're just moving through. I can't pick that up. I mean there has to be a final boss, right? I'm sitting in front to figure out this puzzle and I could have just ran through the electricity with zero effort. Oh, my bad, I didn't mean it. So are you... okay. Why are all these people dead? Aren't they having like a world meeting in this place? Why are there so many dead people? Does that turn the electricity off? Most probably. There's probably a lot of things I'm running right past, but I'm here for the story and the main gameplay, not. I'm gonna search every room because that would take too long.
Richard, Panchaea's broadcast center is at the base of the station near the bottom of the ocean. Is that right?
But the lockdown caused all the blast doors to seal. You won't be able to go down until you override them manually.
From up in the tower. I got it.
Okay. Up in the tower. More dead people, why not? Always using never mind. Make a the launch room. Oh wow. Whose ships are those? Oh wow. Can you carry multiple of those now? So everyone turned into zombies as well in the last episode. Because of the chips that everybody got after the malfunction. Is this a zombie? They're not like zombies, but they like lost their minds basically. So basically a zombie. I'm coming for you, sir. I'm coming for you.
I don't want it.
Can you?
Okay, I hear. Look, we're gonna go.
I just think your energy boy is cyber boost.
I know.
Hey, sir. Good night. Let me check that. How does he look at his headgear? But he could still hear me. He has sound cancelling headphones and he still heard me from that distance. Oh, of course they're gonna put someone. Is someone in here? Once he under the stalls. See any shoes? Of course I can use the urinal for some reason. That would have been a perfect opportunity to give us like a jump scare, since this game wants to turn into a horror game all of a sudden. Okay. Hello? Anybody in there? Wow, there's a lot of hypostones in here. They're definitely preparing us for some kind of boss battle. Whole bunch of stuff here. A nuke virus. I picked up a vodka. I didn't really want to pick up a vodka, but I picked it up anyway. Another laptop to read. Some emails. I got some new access codes. Okay, combat rifle. Not bad. Just make sure that I have reloaded all my weapons so that I don't waste the opportunity of getting ammo. I think I have... Oh wait. I think I have enough ammo to last me through a fight, hopefully. We're gonna go this way. This was another restocking room. Oh wait, a cooling system. Can you put another cooling system on your gun? Keep pressing the wrong thing. Oh, you can't. So you can only get one of those. That's the only gun. I think maybe the laser rifle would take that. But I wouldn't know because I don't have the gun. Okay, time to move along. I think I just got up there, right? Level 5. Why is this game turning into a horror game? I mean, like, what use is credits right now? If this is the last chapter, is there free roam at the end of the game? Was it? Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Wait, do we have to go through the locked door? We have to go through your... Okay. Okay. Cutscene.
I don't think you want to do that, Mr. Jensen. Disengage lockdown, and whatever demons this station contains are likely to come crashing out on us.
Afraid to die, Darrow? Or just unwilling to face what you've done?
Oh, I know what I've done, believe me. I take no pleasure in it.
And yet you still did it.
I did what had to be done. 20 years ago, I gave the world augmentation technology. I thought I was giving it a bright future, but instead I gave it the means to destroy itself. No law, no UN regulation was going to fix that.
People are dying out there. Hundreds of thousands of people driven to the brink of insanity because of you.
I had to convince the world. Before today, people believed we should steal fire from the gods and redesign human nature. Human nature is the only thing we have that gives us a moral compass and the social skills we need to live in peace. Destroy it, and you destroy our very species.
Don't paint yourself a savior in this. What you're doing is insane.
Is it? When this is done, the Illuminati won't be able to control men and women like you as they had planned, from the inside out. No one will be able to use the technology I invented to make others into beings they desire. Something we both know has happened already.
You think you're Frankenstein? Killing his own monster?
Actually, Mr. Jensen, I prefer to think of myself as Daedalus, watching helplessly as his child crashes into the sea.
But nobody knows him as well, though. Daedalus?
I'm ending this. Now.
You can't. The signal is being generated from the broadcast center at the base of this facility. Panchea's security system has been programmed to protect it, and will kill you before you even get close.
You designed that system, Darrow. You can tell me how to shut it down.
Beta.
But I won't. You think what I'm doing is extreme. You simply don't understand. For humanity to survive beyond this century, it must abandon ill-conceived notions about transcendence and embrace change. But for that to happen, the hard lesson must be learned. Blood must be shed.
Extrapolate alpha. We can't use this yet, but he's an alpha over there. Please, I think of the individuals you're hurting. How can we stop this, please? It says, tends to dismiss other people and viewpoint, creating an emotional wall behind which he retreats. Views himself as an educator of lesser people, may be destabilized if his arguments are proven wrong. Can easily convert people to his cause. Is not used to this.
Nothing more to say, Mr. Jensen?
Reading your psychological profile. Please think of the individuals you're hurting. You think humanity needs to be punished? Is that it? By the time this is over, there will be no humanity left to embrace your change. What you're doing is horrific. You can't force people to change. They have to do it on their own. Why is there like zombie sounds in the background? There, please think of the individuals you're hurting. Let's just try this.
Humanity needs to be punished. Is that it? Pain is the only thing people understand.
These skin layers.
By the time this is over, there will be no humanity left to embrace your change. The stress and horror you forced us to live through will have ripped it out of us.
You can just punch him right now.
I knew there would be casualties, but I thought, over time, surely the human spirit can recover.
Nope.
History has shown us again and again that the human race is hidebound and governed by inertia. As a society, as a species, the only way to elicit any kind of reaction from it is through an act of tragedy, a horrible cataclysm. I regret what I have been forced to do, but given what I know about mankind and the dangers facing us, this was the only viable choice.
Now he's an Omega. Alpha and Omega. You won? None of it matters because this is what will happen now. After today, whatever you say will be dismissed as the ravings of a mass murderer. You want us to see what you see? But how can we when we're grieving over the people you forced us to leave behind? Whatever moral high ground you're standing on is nothing but a stack of innocent victims you're trying to justify genocide.
Nothing more to say, Mr. Jensen?
I'm reading your options over here. You want us to see what you see, but how can we win with you?
You want us to see what you see? Fine. Our humanity is threatened because technology is messing with our minds. But how can we recognize this message when we're grieving over the people you forced us to leave behind? Friends and neighbors, people we care about. Is the image of their murders the vision you want us to have?
Of course it isn't. I don't want to be remembered as a monster.
Oh, I think we got him.
It was my genius that created the technology. My vision that seduced Zarif and Zhao and all the others who now feed off of it. They seek to stand on the shoulders of my research without comprehending the danger that people like you pose to mankind. I am the only one with the perspective, the insight, to know what is needed.
Wow. Okay. He was Alpha and Omega, he's Omega now. I want to try the persuasion there. Alpha and Omega. Right? So it says here that alphas can be appeased, but betas will be angered by that approach. Omegas are susceptible to pressure, but alphas are quick to rebel. Betas can be... So I'm gonna go with appease, since he's not a beta.
I honestly don't know how to respond.
That's the only one that should work.
But then I'm not the visionary you are. The creative genius who inspired an entire world to dream.
Just bold on his
You gave
ego.
us hope once, Darrow. I believe you can give it to us
Punch him
again.
in the face.
If you give me the codes before it's too late.
Hope? You would speak to me about hope? What hope can there be for mankind if one single person longs for this technology as badly as I have? What hope is there if those who cannot have it are forever shut apart from those who can? Oh no, Mr. Jensen. Do not dare speak to me about hope.
Okay, wow. So did that not work? What was the end goal
Go.
there?
See for yourself the future this technology.
What was the end goal? What are we trying to get out of that? The interchange, the exchange.
Richard, the lockdown's disengaged. I'm heading back to the hangar to see if those blast doors are open. Have you been able to raise anyone?
I'm picking up several glimmers, but there's too much interference. I think you're on your own, Jensen.
Careful there,
I think
Francis.
he's making that
You
up.
almost sound like you regret that.
Like he's pretending he was breaking up. Oh wow, where did all these guys come from? Oh yeah, I forgot I upgraded the double takedown. It's the first time I've used that. I get a trophy for that.
I promise.
Sit down. Sit down.
Hiding. They're always hiding when I need to see
Oh
them.
my.
You're
Interview.
gonna pay. I'm running.
Sit down. Oh my goodness. Where did you learn that move? Where did you learn that move? That guy didn't die. Oh, he did die. Oh wow, look at this. The ragdoll is really nice. By the way, you guys can you throw them out there? Oh. Can you throw them out there? Nope. But can you do this? Come on. How do you throw people again? Throw those. Yeah. There we go. I'm just gonna sneak around this because there's way too many people over there. I don't wanna waste my pistol ammo. These are losers. We did it. We did it. They really want to put us through a zombie horde before we can get to the boss fight. It's hilarious. It feels like the worst way to go. Well, not the worst way, but the slowest way. Can they hear me? Hey.
I see you, sneaker!
Oh well. How did... I don't have energy. Sit down. Does anybody have pistol ammo? Nobody has pistol ammo though. I'm gonna run out and I'm gonna have to use something. Oh, Like, what am I gonna use credits for right now? Why are you moving so much? Why are you moving so much? Oh, there you had pistol ammo. What's that sound? What is this a robot? I'm not waking up that robot. Okay, just go through this way. Hopefully this is a sneaky way around. Oh wow, another ult. Does this guy see me? I can just knock one of them. Can you stand still for 1 second? Guy really saw me. He's gonna. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going, sir? Are you okay? Okay. I'll break your arm off. But I will never leave you alone. Okay. Any more zombies in here? Or am I good to go? Ma'am, oh, there's a lady in here. Don't give me a side quest. Are you gonna give me a side quest right now? You look like somebody looking to give somebody a side quest. Goethe Müller.
You seem relatively normal, nicht wahr?
All things considered, yeah. You okay?
Thankfully, I was able to barricade myself in here when things got out of control. So, is it safe to come out now?
No.
No.
The rest of the station is still under
zombies.
siege. You better stay here until help comes. In the meantime, is it possible to download Praxis software here?
Yes, of course.
Oh.
No damage was done to the computers. See
Of
for
course,
yourself.
there wasn't damage to the computers. Okay, so I was saying, what do you do with all the money? I guess this is what you do with the money. You can only buy... I'm gonna buy Praxis with my money. And then I'll buy this, maybe? This, maybe? I don't know what the typhoon, but I feel like it can help me at some point. Thank you, ma'am.
I will remain here.
Thank
where
you, ma'am.
it's safe. If you need help or get word of help, please come back.
Thank you.
This is William Taggart. If anyone out there is listening, I'm begging you, help.
William
We
Taggart.
barricaded ourselves inside the core server room. Many of us are wounded. Please,
Okay.
save us. Please save
I'll
us.
think about it. I'll definitely, you know, think about it. Put it on the back of my mind. More zombies. How did these gang members get here? Can you guys see me, or can I just... Let's just do this. I'm just gonna do this because I have 3 grenades. Let's just see what that looks like. It wasn't the best shot though, to be honest. Oh, really? Why don't you do... Oh, that was a double takedown. Oh, wow. Okay. Not bad. How did this guy just teleport over here? Sit down.
Don't run. It'll be much
I have to
easier
kill this
this
guy
way.
with a bullet. How is your hoodie that strong, sir? How is his hoodie that strong? Like a armored hoodie. Didn't I just murder each and every one of you guys?
Stand still.
Didn't I just murder all of you? They just keep respawning. They just keep respawning. Now I'm using a different gun. Are they really just gonna respawn for days?
They're making me do it.
Sure they are, dude. But you sit down. Sit down, don't talk to me. Probably could have avoided that, and I just wasted. I have a lot of revolver ammo though, so I'm fine. I don't even know where William Taggart is. Like, he said I should try and save them, but I don't even know where they are. I'm not going in that at all. I'm just gonna check what's happening inside though. No thank you. I am not getting involved in any of that. Okay, I act the door for you guys. Is this William Taggart and his friends? Are you friends with William Taggart? Are they?
Get away!
Ma'am?
Just
I know you
get
from
away.
the office. You were in the office.
You killed them all! You even killed each other!
Wasn't she the one that like said nice job or something like in the first episode? Goodbye.
You seem to be
right?
unaffected by the signal that Daryl is broadcasting. I suppose that is a...
No, I just
Mr.
didn't
Jensen,
go to the limb clinic.
How ironic that you should be the one to save us from the monsters out there.
Monsters, Taggart? You mean people? Augmented people who've lost all control, lost their reason.
Isn't that supposed to be my line? Unfortunately, it seems your esteemed Mr. Darrow decided to appropriate my point and turn it back on me. In madness and in blood. He has betrayed us all.
So you finally admit it. You are part of this after all. You have been all along.
It would be pointless to deny anything now, but despite what you think of us, we never wanted augmentations outlawed. All we've ever sought is regulation, rules governing how the technology is developed, and laws that ensure its use for the good of society.
You've raised society above humanity. So who gets to make those rules?
Men with wisdom, strength, and tenacity to know what's right. Proven leaders who distinguish themselves like you, Mr. Jensen. You've certainly earned the right to be one of us. All you have to do is take it.
I'm not looking for glory, Taggart.
Just remember that without control, there's no room for freedom, only anarchy. You were a policeman once. You know the importance of order.
I know there's a difference between order and slavery.
The biochip wasn't supposed to force people to do anything. It merely limited powers so that people couldn't go on killing sprees like the ones taking place right now.
Amazing how well that worked out.
Exactly.
Say what you will.
Exactly.
But I know that some part of you agrees with me. Absolute freedom is no different than absolute chaos. Society needs boundaries if it has any hope of surviving. And you, Mr. Jensen, can be the one to give us that hope. Shut down Darrow's signal. Then help me get a message out saying that an accident at VersaLife contaminated the world's neuropozyne supply.
VersaLife? And what if I decided to blame the Illuminati?
The Illuminati is just a name to get rich financiers to invest more money. Besides, do you really think the world will believe in some 18th century conspiracy theory? Do this for us, and you'll ensure a future for mankind, all of mankind, augmented or otherwise. The future Hugh Darrow offers doesn't allow for both.
Let me think about it.
Let me think about it. Everything is done. I have to talk
All
to him.
of this is as much your fault as it is.
Perhaps.
We
But
also
all
the
we
safety
sought was
valve,
a safety
Mr.
valve,
Jensen,
Mr.
and
Jensen. A means of making sure the world would never spin out of control. The potential of this technology is great, but as we've seen, its potential for destruction is even greater.
Your doomsday scenario doesn't impress me. You'd say anything to stay in power.
Do you think humanity will simply police itself? We do not live in some Eden, Mr. Jensen. Or are you that much like your boss, David Seraph, who envisions a world where everyone is enhanced and suddenly they all love each other? There will always be a need for methods of control.
Okay,
And
get to the point
conveniently,
though.
in
What
your
did you want
future,
me to
The
do?
Illuminati will hold the reins.
Not directly. There are organizations already in place that are better equipped to handle certain things. The UN, for instance.
Reimagined, no doubt.
At least somewhat. And this technology will be a great part of it. Imagine, Mr. Jensen, a world governed by common principles. The end to international power struggles, to terrorism. These things can be accomplished if you join us.
What do you want me to do?
Stop the signal broadcast and get the word out, Mr. Jensen.
If I hadn't made up my mind.
Is anybody there? Can you hear me?
That's
I've got
David.
survivors here. We've locked ourselves in a machine
That's
room.
everyone, yeah.
Please! Help us!
Where's the machine room, David? Like, you don't tell me where the machine room is. I might not find you. David? David, are you here? Of course, there's a bunch of zombies in here. Hey guys, is David in here? Do you guys know where David is? I said, do you know where David is? You know where David is? David better be down here. I'm using all I have on these guys. That's David over there. There's like 2 of them in here. But you said you had the whole team with you. I'm coming, David. Come here, David. Oh, you do have a few people with you.
Please put that thing away.
Calm down. David, you could have told me. You could have told me, David. You could have said something. David, do you not see me? I'm here.
Oh, thank God you came. I've got wounded here. We'll have to move them first.
We can't move anyone yet. Not until I get to the base of the station and shut down Darrow's broadcast.
What? Why?
The chaos you experienced here, it's everywhere. The Illuminati created a biochip that stops people from using enhanced abilities, and Darrow turned it into a kill switch.
Oh my God, you... We gotta fix this, Adam. If people realize what's happened, if they believe augmentation technology created this chaos, they'll ban human enhancement research forever.
And that would be a bad thing.
Yes, it would! Don't you see what's at stake here? Ever since man first crawled out of that ocean, we've been striving to be more than we are. Augmentation technology is just the latest, greatest step on a very long road.
Out of the ocean.
But we've barely scratched the surface of its potential. We can't let fear stop us from continuing.
That's your belief, Seraph. Not everyone shares it.
But you do, Adam. I know it. And if we work together, we can really make a difference. We can improve the lives of everyone, but only if we fix this.
Go on.
We'd have to get a message out after you shut down Hugh's signal. Tell the world, tell them that Humanity Front did this. That their doctors created a virus that only affects augmented people.
You mean lie?
It'll give us time, son. Time to figure out how to destroy the Illuminati's biochips and move on.
And what about the people who've been hurt by this? Don't they deserve the truth?
Adam, if we want the freedom to become more than we are, we can't be blinded by a misguided morality. Some people will be left behind. It's reality. It's evolution, son.
Right. Evolution based on my DNA.
Please, son, you have to stay with me on this.
I'll think about it.
Not my father. Okay, so David wants us to keep the augment, and what's the other guy's name? William Taggart wants us to get rid of augments, and by getting rid of augments, we basically like put ourselves into the lowest point. Like, people will look at us like the enemy, and then we'll be an outcast. So it's like, give up your own.
You've got no remorse about using me at all, do you?
I never used you, son.
You experimented with my DNA without telling me.
Adam, this is difficult. Listen.
It showed me a finding when I saw what they say.
Megan came to me with the sample. When she showed me her finding...
Okay, that's really nice.
Had to share it with the world.
Adam, think about it. Would you have been able to do any of the things you've done without enhancements?
I should have been dead, though.
Most people's bodies aren't as accepting of this technology as yours is. Sharing your DNA makes it possible for us to be like you. How can you deny us that chance?
Who said I would deny it? You stole my DNA and lied to me. You didn't give me the choice.
I'm giving it to you now, Adam. Look,
You,
I admit it, I haven't done things the best way. But don't punish the world to spite me. Daryl wants us to live in the Dark Ages. The Illuminati wants to limit evolution to those they control. You and me, we...
Don't group me with you, Seraph. I'll make my own choices from here.
I believe that, son.
Calling me son. Stop calling me son.
You make the right ones.
Okay.
I know blaming humanity.
I know what I have to do now. I know what I have to do, dude. I know what I have to do. I just have to punch a wall though. I never punched a single wall throughout my time playing that. I have to punch a wall. There we go. Let this up. I just had to see what that was like, punching walls. I think these are just loot areas, basically. Because the thing we have to do is technically not a side quest, it's like variations of the ending. Good ending, bad ending. How many of you guys are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 12, 13, 14. Okay, 14. I wasted a few extra bullets there. I thought there would probably be more barrels, but I didn't. I should have blown up before this barrel, maybe. Oh, wait. Once the elevator ride begins, there's no turning back. Are you sure you want to descend now? Yes, I'm sure I want to descend now. Oh, this whole thing's an elevator. Do we have to fight on an elevator like Resident Evil 2 style? Mr. X gonna jump down. That's the longest elevator ride I've ever been on. Hello? Can we get to the bottom now? This has to be the boss fight, right? Because they said no turning back. For a reason. I should have over enough health for this. Like sniper stumbles and stuff.
Water pressure nominal 173 psi.
Who am I?
Communications web online.
I feel cold.
Drones 1 through 3.
This is one of those Cyborg army people.
I don't remember.
Drone 4 disconnected.
Let me go.
Processing.
Oh God, please help me. I'm scared.
Core temperature stable.
What is that?
Zhao, what are you doing?
Zhao.
Connecting to Panchea's Hiron project, Mr. Jensen. The most advanced quantum computer slave to the human brain, and the closest to perfection we'll ever achieve. I'm going to use it to hack Darrow's signal and rework the message to our benefit.
Our benefit? You mean the Illuminati's?
Someone has to override the signal and be the world's savior. And let's be honest, neither of us would trust anyone else to fill that role. Computer, begin EEG sync.
What?
So much pain.
Syncing beta waves at 40 cycles per second.
Sleep, please. Let me sleep.
Incompatible master slave chain detected. Alert. Unable to transfer control to Alpha Pod.
The system won't recognize my chip.
Neural systems offline. Rerouting control of the gene.
I can't control Hiron.
Increasing glutamators by 32%.
Zhao, get them out of there. I have to reach the control chamber.
No! I'm in full control! I'm in control!
Stop the signal!
Security alert.
This
Through
is
the primary control hatch.
oh, now you want me to. This is the possibility you just plant a bunch of C4 everywhere and just blow the place up.
Security in place. To access Alpha Pod,
What do we have to do?
merge
To feed
tertiary
the Eidos project. What?
I must be the one to alter the signal.
Why would I hack into Mr. Wolang's PC right now? Please don't send something to punch me in the face right now. Are you for real?
You have never been better served. There is no escape.
Warning.
I'm purging. I'm purging.
In progress. Stand by. Error in system.
Iron is weakening.
Killing all of you.
Rerouting connection.
Regaining control. I must.
Die.
Reroute complete. Pod 2. Safety purge complete. Reinitiating hybrid life support.
Oh wow, they are sending enemies after me. I didn't see that coming. Get out my face, dude.
Safety purge complete.
Once the weight of these gaze touches you, there is no escape.
Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Get out of
Purge in progress.
Get out of my face.
Stand by. Error in system. Rerouting connection.
Did I kill that one?
Reroute
Nice, 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 nice. Here we go. Double takedown. Double takedown. Double takedown. Double takedown. Just punch you in the jugular. Where do I have to? Who's left? Who is left? Why is there still one there?
Tertiary pods are
Oh wow. Now we have to go for the main event.
Security measures disabled. Power surge detected.
Do we just shoot her?
Electrical charge above normal levels and rising. Preparing for discharge sequencing. Warning.
Oh, I'm immune.
Electrical charge subcritical and rising.
I'm immune.
Electric discharge
I'm
sequence
immune.
initialized.
Oh what? Take that.
Wait! It's initiating emergency protocols!
Why is this the thickest glass ever invented on the planet of Earth?
You have been in over your head the whole time!
How do I get through?
Initiation protocol. You see, there is no way you can defeat the system. There is nothing you can do to stop me.
Warning. Electrical charge subcritical and rising. Halfway to discharge sequence.
I'm immune. I'm immune to that. Kill this lady. Give me my combat, my AV. Give me. I didn't need it. I didn't even need it.
No! I can't! I can't take it!
What's that from? Is it? I want to say Attack on Titan, but I don't know if I'm correct. Still haven't watched the latest seasons of that. No, but that was in something else. That same effect, like coming out. I don't know what that's from. The end. That was the end, apparently. Idiot. She literally went in this thing, was like all high and mighty, and then she asked me basically to kill her after that. Like, what was the point of that? She couldn't control it.
Hello, Adam.
Who that?
Welcome to the edge. It is not the end of the world, but you can see it from
Who are
here.
you? Is
Eliza?
that Eliza, yeah.
What are you doing
The
here?
AI
It is
program.
my job to monitor and report on the news,
AI
Adam.
lady.
Before Darrow smothered everything with his signal, the whole world was tuned into this place, including me.
The broadcast. I have to stop it.
I know. Please, come closer. Do you know where we are, Adam? We are at
No.
the fulcrum point, When
Pangaea?
society lies in the balance,
Pangaea?
Hugh Darrow hoped to tip the scales one way by telling the world everything you already know. About the biochip, the Illuminati, everything. He believed knowing the truth would convince mankind to abandon research into human enhancement technologies forever.
It would certainly give them reason to fear it.
Indeed. Darrow's confession is ready to send. If you want, I can wideband it across all media as soon as you shut down the signal. Everything you worked so hard to uncover will be exposed. But only if you deactivate the broadcast using this control. However, if you desire, I can alter Darrow's message. Conceal the creation of the biochip while putting in new content.
Content blaming the Humanity Front, like Sarif suggested.
The organization has already admitted to harboring terrorists. It would be easy to convince people they turn to biological warfare in a more desperate attempt to get rid of augmented people.
But why? What would that achieve?
In time, it could shift the focus of hatred onto people whose prejudices are seen as too extreme, leaving corporations free to experiment with human evolution as they desire. But if you want me to perform this edit for you, you must disengage the signal and activate the video edit function from here. Alternatively, Darrow's message can be adjusted to erase all mention of the power group known as the Illuminati. I can report that lack of proper regulation allowed vast quantities of neuropozyne to become contaminated prior to reaching the market.
Taggart's preference. You think the world will buy a made-up story about neuropozyne poisoning?
You might be surprised by what people believe. I can convince them. And having experienced the negative effects of corporate negligence firsthand, a majority of people might force the world to place harsh restrictions on all human enhancement research. But only if you disengage the signal and activate the video edit function from here. Of course, there is another option. This passage leads to Pangaea's pressure regulation controls. Destroy them and the installation will cave in on itself, overwhelmed by the weight of the ocean pressing against it. Everyone inside the structure will die.
That's a solution?
No one will be left to tell the world what happened, Adam. Nobody will be able to spin the story.
Including me.
You're not gonna choose that one.
The choice is yours.
Not gonna choose that.
Do you believe you have the wisdom to choose an appropriate future for mankind?
No.
Or do you trust mankind to find the answers on its own?
How convenient that is, like only 3 buttons. And each one specifically for the things I came here. Things I was told to do. Send Sarif's message? No. Send Darrow's message? Taggart's message. There's a 4th option. I just ran away. What is this? There really was a 4th option. Wait, self-destruct button. Isn't that the 3rd option? Yeah, I'm gonna send Sarif's message because then at least I get to learn. Okay.
The focus of hatred may shift to those responsible for unleashing biological warfare, leaving corporations free to experiment with human evolution.
Oh.
Are you sure this is your choice?
No.
Let me think about it.
No. What is this one?
If you do this, the unadulterated truth in Darrow's confession may well convince mankind to cast all science and technology aside.
That doesn't sound like
to ensure that future generations grow up free and whole. Are you sure this is your choice?
So basically saying no more
let me think about it.
No more gaming. Why would I?
If you do this, first-hand experience with corporate negligence on such a grand scale may convince mankind to enact harsh restrictions on human enhancement research.
What?
Are you sure this is your choice?
If you do this first-hand experience with corporate negligence on such a grand scale may convince mankind to enact harsh restrictions on human. That seems like the best option. Because there'll still be technology, but they'll just be more strict about how they conduct themselves.
So be it then.
Seems like the best.
Freedom.
Model choice?
To those who don't have it, it's more valuable than gold. But where should it start and end? We humans often think we have the right to expand, absorb, convert, or possess anything we need to reach our dreams. But time and time again, hasn't this led to conflicts with others who essentially believe the same thing? Looking back on the challenges I faced, at the way I often resolve them, I realize morality can become our saving grace. Most of the time, didn't I try to keep my values in mind, knowing how my actions would affect others? More often than not, I resisted the urge to abuse power and resources simply to reach my goals more swiftly. I managed to hang on to my humanity, but the temptation to ignore it was always there. It's that temptation that so worries Taggart. He's not afraid of freedom. He's afraid of the chaos that erupts when individuals have nothing but morality to constrain them. He wants us to regulate enhancement technologies because he fears all that power without limits, without guide rails to keep us from abusing it. Absolute freedom is no better than chaos. Society needs laws and regulations to protect it. So if the men and women behind Taggart need to work in the shadows, pulling strings to enable us to head in a safe direction, will supporting them be all that bad? If they're as wise as Taggart says, how bad will their leadership be? I just hope they stand by what they say.
Okay. That was Deus Ex Human Revolution, Director's Cut. General Manager, can we slow this down? No, okay. So yeah. I don't know what Square Enix was going for, like a full out deep message at the end there. Some truth, some valuable points made by Square Enix. I don't know if that was supposed to be like a meeting at the end, the Illuminati meeting, but yeah, I guess we don't ever go back to Detroit. We don't ever see Megan again. Just ends like that. We don't know what the aftermath is. There is a sequel. I'll probably be playing it sometime in the future. I'll probably take a break from the Deus Ex franchise for a while and then get back to it at another point. But yeah, we saved everybody, I think. We made the most, I think we made the best model choice out of all the options. Because we could have either self-destructed the whole Panchaea and blew everybody up there, David, William, and Darrow, and myself. But I would have survived because I know there's a sequel. But yeah, we would have basically killed everybody that knew about what was going on. Other option was to make it seem like the medical people, the medical force was behind it, and that like cybernetics companies had nothing to do with it. And then the other option was something about the Illuminati. I don't know, Dado's decision. But yeah, so that was Deus Ex. Thank you for anybody watching that watched through the whole thing. Probably nobody that watched through every single episode. If you even got this far, I don't know why. But yeah, that was fun. The mechanics were fun. The gameplay was fun. This game is from 2011 and it's still, I think it was 2011 and it still holds up. Wow, like graphically, the gameplay, everything, it is a bit outdated. You can see things that are outdated, the level design, the reuse of assets. But yeah, it was a good game. And thank you again to anybody watching. And Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to like, subscribe, and share the video with anybody. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.